Hello everyone, this is THG, aka the Skiing Gamer, and welcome to a brand new episode of Flip-Throughs. This is episode number 34. This is a brand new episode of Flip-Throughs of the new year of 2026. And thank y'all for all the views and the likes of Flip-Throughs throughout the past year. Pumping out every episode, every other Friday on this series. So be sure to check out all episodes of flip throughs on my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. And I'd like to thank y'all for supporting this series throughout the past year, and more episodes going to be come. So before we get the episode started, so be sure to check out all new episodes of flip throughs along with my other series going to be coming out really soon. Season 6 of the series of Games I've been playing series every other Friday on my YouTube channel. So anyway, without further ado, let's get it started. Alright, to kick off the new year for this episode right here, you can see I'm wearing this Naruto Shippuden shirt right here and all that stuff. If you guys saw the flip throughs of I did the Shonen Jump issue of January of 2007, but this time we're gonna take it 1 year a notch, a year later. So we're gonna kick off New Year. We're gonna do the flip throughs of Shonen Jump, issue 4, volume 6 of April of 2008. And this is my original copy from back in the day, during my high school days. I remember buying these from Walmart and all that stuff back in the day when I was in high school and all that stuff. And it was like $4.99 back then and all that stuff. So every time we go to Walmart and all that stuff as a teenager and all that stuff, I always get these magazines throughout the teenagers and stuff and all that other stuff. So in case those kids don't know about these Shonen Jumps are and Shonen Jump magazines, all that stuff, it talk about the preview of manga, anime, video games, etc. So this is my original copy from 2008 and all that stuff. So it's been like almost like 18 years or so since I have this issue right here and all that stuff. So it's horrible condition throughout the years and all that other stuff. So anyway, without further ado, let's flip through this magazine of Shonen Jump, volume 6, issue 4 of April of 2008. So here's the front right here. This is the preview of Naruto Part 2, aka Naruto Shippuden, and all that other stuff after the original Naruto and all that other stuff. So here's a preview of that. And also a preview of the manga preview of Bleach and the Korea Rory Kenshin of Gun Blaze West and all that other stuff. So here's the front right here. And here's the ad for Wonka's Nerds, Sweet Tarts, and all that other stuff to still have those back in the day. And here's a table context of a sneak peek of Gunblade West, Naruto Shippuden, Hikaru no Go, and the underrated anime and manga back in the day. While I used to watch on Tsunami back in the day, which is Bobo, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And tell me comment below what's your fond memories of these Shonen Jump magazines. Leave a comment below. If you still haven't, leave a comment below. And here is the ad from Mana Kamiya Alchemist Alvarez for the PS2 of spring of 2008. And here's your Jump Shop. This was talking about all in the news about the DBC card game and the surprise of Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, and the ad for the Naruto Shippuden and Hikaru no Go, and the ad for Naruto collectible card game and all this stuff, which I used to have those back in the day in high school, but I regret giving it to my friend during my high school days and all that stuff. But I don't have them anymore, but I used to have these and all that stuff. back in the day and all that stuff. And so, and talking about the Naruto, talking about the Naruto collectible card game, Secret of Masters. They have the Naruto deck, the Sasuke deck, and the Rock Lee set, and the collector pack from Target back in the day. Which bring back a lot of memories and all that stuff. Which I used to have the Naruto collectible card game cards back in the day and all that stuff before other animes have them, like, from One Piece and all the other stuff. So here it is right there. And here's the page about Hikaru no Go to go away all the way from volume 12. Hikaru no Go would bring back so many memories as a teen, as a 12-year teenager and all this stuff. It's about a boy who liked to play Go from his Go master and all that other stuff. It's the same career of Death Note and all of that stuff. I remember reading the manga, reading the anime from Tsunami Dress Stream and all that stuff. I still appreciate the animated stuff to this day and all that. I'm still a fan of it to this day and all that stuff. And also, there's a Mattel figure line of Naruto and all that stuff, which used to be cheap back in the day, but now it's like so expensive and all that other stuff. So this is when the Sasuke retrieval arc and all that stuff with um, Kinemaro, Shikamaru, Tatiya, Sakan, Sasuke, Naruto, and Tamari. Bring back a lot of memories. And here's a page all about Bleach and all that stuff from the Adult Swim days and all that stuff, which the old school Bleach from the Soul Reaper arc and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories as a teenager and all that stuff. Watching from Adult Swim and all that stuff. I still watch Bleach to this day and all that stuff. I haven't seen the Thousand War arc or something like that, but I will check that out very soon. And also, do you guys remember Borders and Walden books and all that? When you get your book mangas and all that stuff, it shows talk about Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 16, Vampire Knight, Ion, Gone Blaze West, and Hikaru Volume 1. Which is that those two book book places are out of business and all that stuff. I used to remember go to like those book places back in the day to get all my Naruto mangas and all that stuff, which I still have those to this day and all that stuff. So rest in peace of Borders and Walden books. So here it is. Those two books places was my go-to when I pick up every manga, every new Naruto manga when it first come out. The original Naruto manga, not Shippuden and all that. But those are those. Here is the Bleach Train card game, and which I never collect those back in the day, only the Naruto ones, but those are alright and all that stuff. And the ad for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist pack with Jaden Yuki and Jesse Anderson and all that other stuff. Which was really cool. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was still going before 5Ds came out and all that, which I never liked 5Ds. So only like the OG and GX and all that stuff. So here it is. So yeah, those are those. And here's the ad for the Naruto bulletin and all that other stuff, and talking about everything, the original Naruto and all that other stuff, keychain, the old school episodes and all that other stuff from like the Naruto heyday from Tsunami days from 2006 all the way to 2008 was so phenomenal back in the day and all that other stuff. So there is that, and here's the shoes for the anime shoes, and only got my online and all that available for Amazon and all that other stuff. So yeah, those are those. I still have my Naruto, still have most of my original Naruto stuff and all that other stuff from a teenager and all that other stuff. So yeah, those are those. So tell me down below which Naruto version you like better, the original or Shippuden. Leave a comment below. And here's the ad for the news about Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, which I got it on launch day and all that stuff. I still have my copy from high school and all that stuff. And the ad for Naruto Ninja Destiny on the DS, which is like a terrible Naruto DS fighting game and all that other stuff, which I was a fan of it as a teenager, but looking back at it now, it was terrible and all that other stuff. But Ultimate Ninja 3 though and all that other stuff is the best one out of the three, next to number 2 and all that other stuff. So I still have my original copy from my high school days to this day and all that other stuff, and I still play from time to time. But this brings back so many memories playing with my friends and after school programs and so forth when it first released and all that stuff. So yeah, those are those. While they play Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I play Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. So yeah, those are those. Bring back a lot of memories of both of these games right here. So yeah, there is that. And here's more ad for the Naruto Ninja Destiny DS fighting game. And here is the ad for Rurouni Kenshin, 3-in-1 Fizzbigs and all the other stuff. So those are those. Rurouni Kenshin is a classic anime manga series I watched as a kid and all that stuff. I never saw the reboot of it. I saw the OG version of the series and all that stuff during my Toonami days as a kid and all that stuff. So yeah, those are those. And here's the collectible tins of Naruto training card game. And here's the ad for Switch Volume 1 coming out on March 11th of 2008. And here's the sneak peek ad for Gun Blaze West, the same creator of Rurouni Kenshin, which I never read it back in the day and all that other stuff, but from where I read this and all that stuff from this magazine right here back in the day, it's very underrated and all that other stuff. So here it is right there. Good art, just like the Rurouni Kenshin days and all that stuff. There's chapter 1, and there's chapter 2 of this manga series. Not gonna say much and all that. Gonna skim through it and all this stuff. If I say something and all that, and say something that I'm interested in talking about, I'll let you guys know. And that is a preview of Gunblaze West. It's gonna be continuing Falling One coming out April 1st of 2008. So yeah, there is that. And now here's the ad. Here's the manga preview of Naruto Shippuden. I believe it's volume. I forgot which issue. It's about Naruto versus Itachi and all that stuff, confronting about Sasuke and all that during the in the Shippuden era and all that other stuff. So here it is. Bring back a lot of memories and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories. I forgot which following you with this on and all that. Leave a comment below. Yeah, this is the Atsuki hideout and all the other stuff. When Sakura versus Sasori and Naruto versus Itachi and all that. Here's all the fan art for Naruto and all that stuff from all the fans. And number 16 for Kakashi for Itachi. And here's the subscription to the Shonen Jump magazine and all that stuff. No, I'm gonna skim through it because I don't want to waste no time in here and all that stuff. And that's it for the manga preview of Naruto Shippuden right here. And now here's the ad for the preview ad for Hikaru no Go Volume 12 and all that stuff. Game 7. I still have volumes 1 and 2 and all that from a teenager and all that from this manga and all the other stuff. And the anime is great too and all the other stuff. So here it is. Like I said, I'm gonna skim through them so we don't want to waste any time. Oh, it's volume 13. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for the manga preview of Hikaru no Go Volume 13. And now let me show you the one. This is one of the first anime I saw Tsunami back in the day. Very underrated and all that stuff. And very short lived, so as a manga and all that stuff. That is Bobobo Bobobo Bobobo, which is like so it was like an underrated anime from Toonami back in the day after Pokemon, the Battle Frontier on Toonami and all that other stuff. And it was short lived and all that stuff. Wish it go on any longer and other stuff. So if you watched Bobo back in the day, leave a comment below. So here it is right there. It's funny anime too and all the other stuff. Look at the art too. Classic right there. To talk about all of our Shonen Monster hits is about JoJo Bizarre Adventure, Yu Yu Hakusho, Death Note, Naruto, and Rory Kenshin. That's it from the manga preview of Bobo. Classic anime and underrated classic anime and underrated manga in my opinion and all that stuff. And this show and anime bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, there is that. Now here's the ad for One Piece, the Alabasta arc and all that other stuff. And you can see right here and all that other stuff. Back in the day, it says solo and all that other stuff. is sorrow and with the R and all that other stuff. So, but here it is right there, all about the Alabasta arc. Classic One Piece right there before all the arcs and all that other stuff went downhill in my opinion and all that stuff. So here it is. Here's more ads for subscriptions to Shonen Jump and all that stuff with savings and all the other stuff. More ads for Shonen Jump and all that stuff for 12 issues for $29.95 and all that stuff, which is the price back in the day. Showed you the preview ads for Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Those are the big three back in the day and all that stuff, but not much anymore and all that stuff. But those three and all that stuff hold a special place in my heart and all other people's hearts as well and all that stuff. So, but One Piece still around and all that, but Bleach and Naruto not what it, not anymore and all that. But all those three pillars of anime is gonna be a whole special whole place in my heart and other people's hearts as well. So yeah, there is that. Here's chapter 9 of preview of One Piece during the Alabasta arc. That is it for the manga preview ad for the One Piece the Alabasta arc. And funny, I found this in here and all that stuff. All the codes for Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi, and Tenkaichi 2, and all that other stuff. I've ripping those and all that during the PS2, ripping things all those days back in the day when I was like 12, 13, all that stuff. So I still have that in here and all that other stuff, which is like forever memorable and all that stuff. But so yeah, there's that. But here is the manga preview of Yu Yu Hakusho. It shows like one I believe I showed you a preview ad for 1 through not preview for volume 15 or 16 and all that stuff. So can't remember, but here it is. Yu Yu Hakusho, classic anime, manga of course, from my childhood and all the other stuff. So here it is before Hunter x Hunter and all that stuff. So here it is. And that's it for the preview of Yu Yu Hakusho, and now the preview of Bleach. Yeah, Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece were the big three of anime and manga in the 2000s and all that stuff. One Piece is still going and all that stuff, but Naruto and Bleach, not so much anymore and all that stuff. So, but yeah, there is that. And that's it. The ad for Bleach. And here to add the manga version of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX to close off the manga session, the previews and stuff. You see Jaden, Cyrus, Zane, and Alexis and all that. And that's it for the manga preview ad for Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And here is the ad talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from the GX era, and talk about the U-Bells and the Rainbow Dark Dragon and Field of Darkness, and the ad for Naruto Shippuden Part 2, which is volume 28 and all that, which I have that manga volume and all that stuff. This is when I started around like 2014 and all that stuff. I didn't really get into Shippuden until like 2013, 2014 during the fourth grade Ninja War arc and all the other stuff. That's when I started collecting Shippuden Heavenly and all that. So here it is right there. Here's more cards from the GX era. Gladiator Beatharius, Supreme Deep Sea King Collected, Golden Flying Fish, and Gladiator Proving Ground, and the box sets of Rama One Half. Classic anime as well. Here's more right here. Mutant Mind Master, Hannibal Necromancer, and Card Ejector. Talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Pack Collector Tins and all that stuff. Getting the 3 J Yugi boosters, 2 Jesse Anderson boosters, and 1 promo card and 1 booster pack of St. True Sale. And the ad for a library and all that stuff with the legendary actor Julie Andrews from celebrating the library for Library Week from April 13th and 19th of 2008. And here's the ad for the Naruto collectible card game, which I used to have this card and all that stuff, but I ripped it out and all that stuff, and along with my other Naruto cards, I gave it to my friend and all that stuff. So the card's not there anymore. But the Naruto collectible card game bring back a lot of memories. Everybody used to have them. So yeah, those are those. Tell me, come below. Do you have Naruto collectible cards back in the day? Leave a comment below. Here's the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX card data and some Japanese ad right there. Here's Mujiroji BSI and everything Death Note from Volume 13. And Death Note, Another Note, Lost BD, Murder Cases, and all that stuff. Death Note was your shit too, and all that stuff. I read the manga, I read the anime, and all that stuff during the Adult Swim days and all that. I'm still a fan of it to this day. So here it is right there. And here's the ad for Bleach Train Card Game Bankai, which is going to be coming out in April 2008. And here's the month's Shonen Jumps for the original Shonen Jump and Shonen Jump Advance. I'm not going to read them all. You can see it right there. And here talk about the video games that they love and all this stuff. They talking about Mario Party DS on the DS, Geometry, Wars Galaxies, Chronicle Narnia Piscapian, Dulce Racing, Hero Pacific, Rogue Warrior, Sama de Amigo, Wii version, Settlers 2, Shiny Star Spore, TNA Impact, and the ad for Professional Lane in the Curie Village on the Nintendo DS. And then more talk about video games for Contra 4 on the DS, Nice Journey to Dreams on the Wii, Final Fantasy 12 Reveries on the DS, and My World Culture on the DS. And I'm gonna pick these up really soon to add to my Naruto collection. I used to read the first one back in the day and all the other stuff, but never read the second one. But I'm gonna pick those up really soon. I'm gonna do a future flip through of those. They're talking about the Naruto anime profiles of the classic OG series and all that, from 1 through 37 and all the way through 38 all the way to 80 and all that other stuff. So be sure to look out for future episodes of flip through of one of those right here in the near future. So stay tuned for those. And here's to talk about the next issue and all that stuff. It's about Slam Dunk and all that other stuff. And that right there. And certainly last but not least, to end off with the back right here, this right here, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, the best one in the original Naruto trilogy and all that stuff, next to number 2 and all that. I still have my copy to this day and all that stuff. I still have all my original Naruto Ultimate Ninja games from the PS era, 1, 2, and 3. This one the best out of the 3 and all that stuff before number 4 and all that stuff. I remember playing this game when it first came out and all that other stuff, from the library days and all that stuff to my high school days and all that stuff to the Boys and Girl Club days and all that other stuff. This game right here, everybody holds this game it holds a special place in my heart and all that other stuff after all those years and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. Here's the ad for Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3 on the PS2. Coming out in March of 2008. So yeah, there is that. So that is it, you guys, for the all new episodes of Flip Throughs, episode number 34. Tell me below what's your fond memories of the Shonen Jump magazines. Then more episodes of Flip Throughs are coming out in the new year. So stay tuned for more episodes coming out in the rest of the new year of 2026. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. While following for my upcoming videos, check out my Facebook fan page. The Facebook fan page is going to be in the description down below. And I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.